And we back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Buggers podcast, powered by Harwood Inc. I'm your host, Musa Marathi. Um, I know this video was supposed to come out, a couple of days ago or whatever, but I've just been a little bit busy with schooling and, just leading into the winter break time with basketball and all that. But, it's here. I'm back. And I know I said I'd be doing 5 players in my story that I posted, but I have switched it to 4. So I will be talking about 4 players, and I'll be covering Greenville County a lot. That's my area, and I like to cover a lot of people from the area. But in this edition, there will actually be 2 players from the Spartanburg County areas. So I know they've been balling out. So I just had to put them in the list and for the first person, Ali Khan from High Point Academy. Ali Khan, I've gotten to play against him a couple times in my basketball career. Definitely a solid offensive player. He knows how to get into his bag, and honestly can move off the ball pretty well. Is as well. He The reason I had to put him on this list, though, he had 41 points last week against Southside Christian, and he's just been dominating. Not just that game, but averaging 27 this season up until this point in the first 8 games that they've played. Their school has a solid 6-2 record, and they're definitely led by him. I mean, he does have help such as Ross and Kellen Rice, but for the most part, I mean, that man, that man is putting. He's going to work. I was able to see his highlights when he had 41, and this man was pulling shots from the white line. Like I know he got an offensive bag, but I was like, sheesh. And he was finishing at the rim well. He hit the step back three is always there for him, and just the craftiness of his game, man. I mean, he is a senior this year, so it's his last year. So I understand why he's just going on a tear, but just a dominant start to the season, and I just had to start off with him. Number 2 of the players I feel like are going berserk, I got Trey Locklear, the other guy from Spartanburg County. He goes to Boiling Springs, smaller guard, lefty. I think by now, it's been a couple years now that he's been hooping around here. Y'all should know his name by now if y'all don't. Trey Locklear. I've played against him as well on multiple occasions throughout AAU basketball, never in school ball, but I really want to get to see him in school ball. I have not been able to go watch him, but right now, he's averaging good numbers, probably in the mid 20s, I'd say, or low to mid 20s, and even without the points, man, he's always controlling the ball well, low on turnovers, and just a fast guard. He's not super tall, probably 5'10", about 5'9" maybe, but the speed that he works at, it's impeccable. So I saw last week they played I believe it was Chesney. I'm not exactly sure. I can't exactly remember, but they played a team and they were down by like 10 at halftime. And I saw that. But then by the end of the game, they had come back and won by like 15. I saw him, and I can't lie. This is with the help of his teammate that he's been playing with for a while now, Dom Johnson. Had to shout him out. If there was honorable mention, I feel like he could definitely be on there. I've talked about him before, Dom Johnson. He's definitely also been having a solid season, but with the help of him, Trey Locklear he's been showing his leadership as a senior as well on for Boiling Springs, and I think they have a solid record this year. They it really is just Trey and Dom. I feel like they do have some other surrounding pieces, but these are their main guys. So as long as I talked to Trey at the beginning of the season. I said, "Hey, outside of you and Dom, like, what's the team like?" He was like, "Well, if me and Dom drop 40 a game, we gonna be straight." I was like, "Word." I saw they both had 24 apiece last game, and that's the game that they had come back from when they were down by 10 and a half and ended up winning by 15. So, hey, keep doing your thing, Trey. I know you a hooper out there. Keep playing like Trey Young. For the third person I would like to mention, I've talked about the school. I made a whole episode about the school. Brandon Wilkins, senior guard from Shannon Forest. This season, Brandon has actually he hit his 1,000 point mark at Shannon very early into the season, probably in the first or second game. But that is not the only reason I had to come on here and talk about him after talking about him not too long ago. This man, I didn't realize he had recorded a quadruple double. Like, I mean, I believe it was against Bob Jones Academy, who isn't a very strong team, don't get it wrong, but a quadruple double. He finished with, I believe, like 13 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists or 10 assists, and 10 steals. I don't care what team you're playing, 10 steals is wild. I mean, he's just been balling out. You know, I've talked about his teammates Nolan and Chris before, but Brandon's just been he's kept it going, still averaging above 20 points a game, and leading them to as well to a 7-0 record right now. As of this being made, you know, they do play tonight, so we'll see if that goes to 8-0. But just having a dominant season, had to talk about him after I realized he had that quadruple double. So, yeah, Brandon Wilkins, keep doing your thing, man, and keep leading your team. And for the last person, I think I don't know how many of y'all in Greenville area know about him. I know they played Fountain Inn and a few other schools around here, but I have to mention Judah Moore from the Greenville Hurricanes. Judah Moore, you know, he's been playing for some time now, and I've played him myself as well. I played against all these guys, man, so I know them a little. I know him a good amount. But Judah Moore, a senior as well for the Greenville or UHC or Greenville homeschool team. They're called the Hurricanes. He's been playing dominant. You know, I saw he had like 31 against Fountain Inn, who Fountain Inn is a team of freshmen and sophomores only, I think. But nonetheless, I mean, the numbers he's putting up are all solid. I believe he's averaging high 19 or high 19, I believe. And you know, just using his strength. I was watching him against Fountain Inn, and just the he just always is using force, man. So I mean, he knows how to pick and choose his spots, though. I feel like at this point in his career, you know, he's definitely going to use that strength. Like, I don't care what anybody says, a bag, right? To me, having a bag, like y'all, everybody says LeBron doesn't have a bag. I feel like having a bag is just being able to go into what you're best at doing. And for him, you know, it's using strength and force. So, you know, if he has to go in there and hit a few push, pump fake, lay. I mean, that's still a buck. A buck's gonna get you a bucket. So, you know, I feel like he's been having a solid season. Not they also do have a decent record. I feel like they maybe not amazing right now, but Judah Moore has kept them in every single game. Like, there's no game where I've saw where they just completely get killed. You know, he's always gonna be there. He's had the team on his back for I feel like 2 years now, 3 years even. But it is his senior year, so I expect him to keep doing these great things. And you know, best of luck to you, Greenville Hurricanes on their future, on the rest of their season. Yeah, basically that's about it, honestly, for this video. You know, wrapping up the school time here. I'm definitely gonna be coming out with more content, even with my games and all that. Just having exams and all that has been a little hectic, but yeah, I can't wait for the winter time and just covering even more. More videos coming soon, and hopefully everybody's doing well. And can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.